Welcome to my bathroom. Hello. Well, on today's episode of, I post a YouTube video whenever I feel like it, right? I'm going to be reading some funny confessions, I guess. And as you can see, face is looking a little malnourished. I'm also going to be doing my skincare regimen while talking about the products that I'm going to be using. Well, I wish I was one of those girlies who had like the fancy headband and the little wristlets for the so that way your stuff won't be dripping all over the place. So I just have on like some disposable clothes so that way I'm not getting soap and water everywhere. Like on important stuff, but I know I'm gonna get the water everywhere, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up that it's probably gonna get messy, but at least my face is gonna be clean. So I didn't know anything about pre-cleansing until I dipped and dabbed into the fine arts of cosmetology. But pre-cleansing is essentially you like kind of breaking the surface oil on your face before you use your skincare regimen, like cleanser or whatever. So some of them can be oil-based because majority of people do have oil in their skin. So if you notice that like your cleanser isn't lathering up enough, it could just be because it has no sulfates. That's one thing. And then sometimes it could be because you have too much oil on your face and you didn't really do enough to like pre-cleanse. Just like if you wash your hands, like say for example, I'm putting hand soap on my hands and my hands are dry, but nothing's really happening because I'm not mixing it with anything. Like there's no hydrophobic make it do anything. I mean, it's lathering up, I guess, but it's not doing what it would do in comparison to like if it was mixed with water. So it's the same with your face. So I don't currently have my pre-cleansing solution, but I like to pre-cleanse with a lightweight cleanser. And that cleanser that I'm going to use today is Clinique. I personally really like them because they don't smell like anything, and I don't like my face smelling like a whole bunch of fancy stuff. I know some people like to put the Bath and Body Works and all that other stuff like on their face, and I'll instantly break out. But something like this, can't really see it. Yeah, there you go. Something like this, I like to use as my pre-cleanser because, like I said, it's very gentle. It doesn't have too many artificial ingredients. And I mean, even though you might see like the oxide and the carbonate on the back of the bottle, I mean, I don't know, some of those might be little witchcrafty, but for the most part, like there aren't any like real preservatives in their products. And I know sometimes preservatives or parabens can sometimes cause irritation, so I like that those aren't in there. And then if I use this alone, I feel that squeaky cleanness almost right away, and it lathers really well. It's a really cool product. Like I said, very lightweight, very gentle. If you want to use it as a regular cleanser with your exfoliant and your moisturizers and treatments, you can. But me personally, I like to use this as my pre-cleanser. One thing that I wanted to add to that is that Clinique's cleanser, and probably some of their other products too, have what you call ethyl alcohol in it. And I know a lot of people see different types of alcohol on like the back of their bottles. Ethyl alcohol, obviously all alcohol kind of like makes skin feel dry, but ethyl alcohol is an agent used to neutralize the oils in your face as opposed to drying your skin out, to kind of help break those dead skin cells off your face. So if you see ethyl alcohol in your products, that's not a bad thing. It's actually a pretty good thing. Even in some shampoos, like clarifying shampoos that help to remove oil and buildup and dead skin cells off your face and your scalp, it does the same thing. Whew. Okay, so someone ate my hoodie on my period and I didn't know, and he deserved it. Well, I'm sure he did deserve it. There's no doubt. Whatever he did, he deserved it. I hate my colored brother from another mother's who date the gentrified community of women. Well, Everybody has preferences. I personally have my own opinion, which we're gonna leave out of this video. But okay. Okay. I made it my mission to eat these man's goodies, then never speak to him again. Okay. I made a dude explode in 20 minutes. I made a dude explode in 20 minutes off of a bongo fun time. Okay, look at you, girl. Look at you. Cool. So the next thing that I'm going to be using is, wait, hold on, let me get the whole situation. Is my Good Molecules Clarifying Cleanse Bar. Like I said before, your facial regimen doesn't always require a pre-cleanse, but like I said, I just use the Clinique as my pre-cleanser, but technically this cleansing bar does that. It clarifies your skin, but it's also cleansing gently. It has salicylic acid in it, which can effectively penetrate your pores, and it's good for acne-prone skin. I don't necessarily have acne per se, but you know, I get like period bumps every once in a while, and I have pets, and sometimes like the pet hair might like brush up against my face, or like say like I pet my dog or my cat and then like I don't realize that like I touched my face or something, I will immediately break out. So it kind of sort of helps. It helps actually knock that out like right away. But also if you are someone who does like have acne, you pick your face, or you have a lot of like comedones, which are like open comedones or oxidated bumps that like, you know, turn black. It'll basically kind of help reverse the discoloration and stuff. And that's another thing, discoloration. If you have hyper or hypopigmentation, it'll help with that. I never remember which one is which, but like hyper and hypo, one is when you have light spots, one is when you have dark spots. So it just kind of helps to like neutralize your skin complexion. And for me, I've always had like a couple different complexions. Of like zones on my face of different complexions. So it definitely helps to kind of like blur all my skin together. So that's what I'm going to be using next. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but there's this bar that they used to sell, and they probably still sell it at like most beauty supply stores, called Ambi. Like this ever so slightly smells like that, and it's a very nostalgic smell, and I really like it. And this is one thing that I probably forget to do sometimes because, like, you know, most of the times I'm doing this in the shower because it's less messy. But you can always, like, you know, bring your skincare down, like, you know, to your neck and stuff. Like, I suffer from, like I said, discoloration, and most people do. So, like, you know, if you kind of get down, you know, to your neck. And even, like people, you know, who wear makeup and stuff, they'll notice that like once they put like a foundation or something on, that their neck is a different color from their face, and that's usually how it is in most cases. This will kind of help with that for the most part, which is why I love this bar so much. Like I said, it does a lot of things. Like definitely look up their brand online, and you can, I think you might be able to take a quiz and it'll tell you what products you might need. I don't know how they were able to get in contact with me, but they gave me like a box of their products. I forgot what the little girls and the guys and the people online call it, like a PR box or something, that I got of Good Molecules products. And I just told them about my skin a little bit, and everything that they sent me was definitely like targeted towards, you know, my skin. But this is one of my favorite things so far. And not to say that all the products worked for me, because some of them were a little too strong. But for the most part, the ones that I liked did what they were supposed to do. And this one is the main wing. I wanna whoop the scoop in you. I don't know what to say to that. So we're just gonna go to the next one. This one is a question. It says, can I have your number? Well, no, but it's thanks, I guess. I low-key want YouTube. Oh, I low-key want, wait. Oh, I low-key want to be your girlfriend, but you already know this. Okay, well, if you say I already know, then I guess we dating then. Okay. Okay, the next part that I'm going to use is actually going to get mixed with this. It is my Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. I actually think I need to go a step up, which is the Superfoliant. But the difference between... I'm probably almost out. So it looks like it's powder. So it's like a gritty powder. It is actually made out of rice, like really fine grained rice, to gently exfoliate and also unclog your pores. Now the difference between this one and the superfoliant is also a different color, but it's pretty much the same feel, very gritty, and you mix it with your cleanser. That one has activated charcoal in it, and it's definitely much better for like acne prone skin. So it's just like super, like I said, super fine exfoliant. Good for people who have freckles or sensitive skin, but still want to exfoliate without, you know, essentially making their skin rashy or making their skin bleed. That's why I like it, because I do find myself using exfoliants that are a little too strong. Some exfoliants are liquid exfoliants. Like in the bar that I used, it does have liquid exfoliating ingredients, like your you know, your alpha hydroxy acids, your beta hydroxy acids. Those are all exfoliants, but this just kind of helps me a little bit more of like the surface flakes, because I do have combination skin and sometimes have very resistant flakes that I just can't get off. So I feel like some of the chemical exfoliants, like the liquid ones, they can help deeper exfoliate, and sometimes they can help surface wise, but I feel like the slight grittiness of the microfoliant definitely helps with like kind of getting it the rest of the way. So that's why I'll use obviously multiple exfoliants, but for slightly different reasons. This one says, when are you going to stop playing and let me be your girlfriend? Well, it's official. I'm your girlfriend, you know, it is what it is at this point. I don't care what nobody says, so that's just it, you know, because you know, you confessed it to me, so that's just that. Okay, now we're getting a little, if we want personal already, we're gonna get a little bit more, I guess, you know, therapeutic personal. So this one says, my job irritates me so much that sometimes I think about hiring it down. I feel like I know what it's trying to say, but we're not gonna say that out loud. This one, it's not a secret or confession, but I think I'm addicted to playing video games. Well, we all have our guilty pleasures, you know. I guess it just depends on how it's affecting your life to determine if it's like a healthy or unhealthy addiction. But I don't really think that if it's an addiction, I don't really think it could be, you know, healthy. But, you know, live your life and, you know, just remember when you turn the game off, you know, gotta go back to reality. But, you know, to each their own. Okay. I think I like to suck toes, but I'm not sure yet. Like I said, to each their own. Okay. To each their own. You like what you like. It's no shame here. Okay. I like sniffing my girlfriend. It's just something about her scent that just makes me happy. Okay. That's a thing, I guess, called pheromones. I always hear these things about, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh, what is that on my... Okay, I don't know what it's called, but it's like some sort of hormone that gets released like when you're around the person you love. And that might have something to do with it, I guess. That's probably what it is. It's the love drug, the love hormone, right? I don't remember what it's called. This next product I usually use, but I just bought some new things, so I'm not gonna try it today, but I'm still gonna talk about it. So this is the hyaluronic acid serum by Good Molecules, as you can see. If it clears up. There we go. Okay, so that's the hyaluronic acid serum. I don't know if I'm using it correctly, but I use it as a moisturizer because sometimes I feel like certain moisturizers are too heavy for my face. Some of them I feel like make my face feel too dry, but because it's a serum, it definitely makes my face it gives my face that glow. But hyaluronic acid essentially draws moisture to the skin for deep hydration. So that way, I guess it's not just like a layer of like shine on my face or like a layer of, I don't know how to describe it, but don't you know, like when you put like Vaseline or something on your face and it just sits on your face or just coats your face? I don't like that. Or like how when you put gel in your hair, like I don't want to feel like I'm just putting gel on my face, you know? And gel obviously isn't necessarily supposed to absorb. It helps to slick everything down on the surface. That's what some moisturizers do for me, and I don't like that. So that's what I ideally use. And it definitely helps my face stay hydrated and makes it feel nice and plump. I didn't put any moisturizers on yet. But my skin definitely feels clean. Like I always tell people that I feel bright. Like I feel like I can breathe through my cheeks, like through my pores, and like I just feel like my face is breathing right now, and it feels really, really good. Without my face feeling like I did too much as far as exfoliating, because I used to use like say those sugar scrubs on my face, not knowing that that's not the best for your face. Like I use sugar scrubs on my body, but it was definitely too abrasive for my skin. But like my cheeks would like be like more red, and like my face would just kind of burn a little bit, and I didn't like that. But with those combinations of exfoliants, that is what, you know, works on my skin. Okay, what's the next confession? Let's see. What are some of my favorite foods? I personally have safe foods because sometimes like when I'm too anxious or can't make a decision on what I want to eat, I'll eat the same things. I like tuna sandwiches. I like waffles. Super basic, right? I love avocado. And you might be wondering, like, why don't you just say like you like guacamole or something like that? Like, no, I just like avocado. Like I'll eat it on toast or I'll put it on top of like my eggs, like my egg sandwich or something. Like I'll put it on top of something, but it's like say if I have to make a decision on what I want to eat, right? If they don't sell avocado, that kind of like takes that option out, like unless there's something specific that I want, like pasta or something. But like I can't make a decision. The easiest way for me to make a decision is knowing that that place also sells something with avocado on it, and it's the avocado. Like I just love it so much. I love tacos. I'm a pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. I just eat seafood, and like eggs and dairy, like milk and stuff. Well, not milk, but like cheese. I don't drink milk. Tortillas and stuff. Like I like Chipotle a lot because they have really good guacamole. You see, a place that has something with avocado, you know. But I love beans and rice, like those types of things. I like my tacos. And I like breakfast food. And I'm sure I already said waffles, but breakfast food, yeah, I like breakfast food. I've had the pleasure of having the, ghetto experience of going to Waffle House a couple times. Their waffles are really good. I like pancakes from certain places, and I like eggs sometimes. But yeah, I like breakfast food. I like tacos, beans and rice, waffles, tuna, and avocado. So yeah. Who are some of my favorite people? Well, I love my boyfriend. My boyfriend's like really, really cool. My sister, she's like sisterly, but my sister's pretty cool too. My cousin, she's really awesome. And my other cousin, he's really cool. Like, I don't talk to that many relatives, so I feel like y'all know who y'all are when I say that. I have a favorite boy cousin, a favorite girl cousin, and that's pretty much it. I like my parents. My brothers are cool. Well, when I say parents, I mean like all my parents, like both of my dads, both my moms. My grandmas are very interesting people, and they have different qualities that I do like about them. Like my mom's mom, she's very crafty, which I really, really like. And well, actually, both of my grandmas are very crafty. So that's one of my favorite things about them. And my old neighbors. I love my old neighbors. They were all like aunties to me, but they're low-key like amongst my favorite people. And I'm sure there are like some honorable mentions, but for the most part, those are my favorite people. And then like my pets, they're not people, but they are people because they're people. Those are also my favorite people too. And do you have any pets? Yes, I have a cat and a dog. I feel like I don't remember who sings the song, but it doesn't matter. There was a song about like if you don't know my daughter's name, then you're not really my dog, or something like that. Like, I don't remember. Like, was it Tyler, the Creator? I don't remember. But either way, if you don't know their names, then we're not cool because everybody knows who they are. Like, but I have a cat and a dog. Would you cook for me if I brought the stuff? So, my current apartment, right? I cook sometimes. I used to cook more when I was at my other apartment because the kitchen was bigger. But with this specific kitchen, I feel like it's not really suited for left-handed people. That's number one. Number two, my stove is not level. So if you put a marble or put some water or a uncooked egg in like the middle of the stove, it's gonna like lean either to the side or it's gonna like lean to the back. They came to fix it and it still doesn't really, it's still leaning. Like, it's everything about it is still leaning. So I don't cook as much anymore, but I'm sure depending on what it is, I could. I don't eat meat, but I think I do a pretty good job cooking meat. It smells good, and I know that the inside is done. You know, I'm not gonna like overcook it, but it's done. You know, I'm pretty sure I could. I could do that. All right, I have 3 more products, but 2 of them are from the same brand. I think it's called Bioma. I just got these. The bottles are so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I think the bottles are actually made of recycled material. I don't know if I think the Clinique ones are also made out of recycled material. But this is the hydrating serum and the clarifying serum. So with these are gonna help like essentially do the same thing as the hyaluronic acid serum. Moisturize and like hydrate. And then I also have this niacinamide serum. This helps to like blur skin and kind of like, excuse me, not even the skin complexion, but even the skin texture. And there's nothing wrong with having textured skin, but you know, if you want to kind of like, I guess, maintain it, or if it wasn't naturally like that and you kind of want to reverse it, then that's the type of product that you use. But I essentially think that these 2 do the same thing as those ones. Let me see. So delivers a surge of hydration and minimizes water loss in the skin. I feel like that's good for certain times of the year. Like for me, I lose a lot of hydration. Well, I guess it also depends on if I'm keeping up on my regimen or not. Because sometimes I forget to like moisturize my face, or sometimes I don't double cleanse. So like it depends. And then like I say during this time of the year, I'll have oily flakes on my face, and then during the colder months, I might have drier flakes. So like during the drier months, the colder months, I might use like a heavier moisturizer, but then during these months, I like to use serums on my face. And these are technically, well, serums, yeah. And you'll see this on like the side of the bottle. It has like instructions on like when to use them and how to use them. So like AM, PM, and then like you would use this after your cleanser and toner. And then the same with the Good Molecules ones. It tells you the order of how to use the product. Now this one doesn't have it on there, but I think the box is all busted up though. But on, was it this one? I don't know if it's this one or not, but the some of the Good Molecules containers also tell you the order of like when to put it on. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is step number 3. But yeah, these ones support the skin's barrier. It has glycerin and squalane to replenish moisture levels, and it has zinc to help soothe breakouts. Zinc is also kind of like a protectant from the sun. I'm not sure how factual this is, but I'm pretty sure zinc is also in like a lot of sunscreens. It also helps reduce oiliness and calms inflammation. So basically protectants and hydrants. Hydrants, is that a word? I don't know. But I'm gonna try these out for the first. And they come in cute little dropper bottles. Oh, I'm always scared to use products for the first time. Oh, drip drop on my face. Ooh. Okay, while that's on my face, I'm just gonna read it real quick. So apply 4 to 6 drops to cleanse skin, gently press into skin until fully absorbed, and follow with moisturizer. Okay, but does this one say the same thing? If 4 to 6 drops onto cleanse skin until fully absorbed. Okay, so I know some like things you rinse off. I had to just make sure this one didn't, you know, rinse off, because I remember having like the alpha hydroxy acid serum. It's like that red stuff that everybody was buying from Ulta, and you sit it on your skin and it kind of dried up a little bit, but then you were supposed to wipe it off. But it looked like it's red, but it felt like a serum. So I never was sure until I bought it myself and tried it. But this actually feels really good, and it feels like a moisturizer. So that's why, like I said, I personally, during these months, these warmer months, I don't layer a moisturizer on top of these. But you'll see what I do next. But ooh, it actually feels good. It feels really, really good. All right, the last question is, name some of my favorite artists. I don't know if that means like musicians, or if that means like artwork. But I guess I'll answer it to both. So I don't have a specific favorite like artist, like on paper artist or like visual artist that I can think of off the top of my head, but I do like contemporary art, and I like neo-expressionism. There are a couple other ones that I like, but those are amongst my favorite artists. I recently started watching Atlanta, and I really like Childish Gambino. I like him musically, and I like him as a producer, because that's also an art form. I really like his work. I think he was a producer for Swarm. That was very interesting. TV artists, Brad Falchuk and Ryan Murphy, I think that's their names. The people of the American Horror Story franchises, I really like them. I like Doja Cat. I like Meg Thee Stallion. I love Anderson .Paak. I can never say his name right. I love him. I love Bruno Mars. There are a couple other people that I like too, but right now those are my favorite. And then this is the last thing that I'm gonna use. A little wet. This is also a Dermalogica product, and you see it's almost gone. This little bottle was like $25. But this is the Dynamic Skin Recovery. It's from the Age Smart line. The Age Smart line is for anti-aging. So for people who have like aged skin, so like wrinkles, fine lines, dark spots, you know, things like that. That's what this line is for. But it's also a good line for like, I don't want to say, is it breakout prone skin or acne prone skin? I forgot which one it is, but generally if you have like hyperpigmentation, because like, you know, dark spots is a form of like hyperpigmentation, or you know, if you have textured skin, not because of age, but just because, you know, you have textured skin, or if you need brightness, you can use the Age Smart line. I don't use everything from this line, but I do like this. This is also a sunscreen. Dark melanated, deep melanated people do need sunscreen, because yeah, we have, you know, some extra, you know, pigment to kind of help block, you know, the sun from burning our skin, but we are still victim of gravity, and you need sunscreen to protect. This is 50. So like 30 to 50 is probably, you know, cool if you have sensitive skin, like sensitive to the sun, or like say if you use retinols or vitamin A's, then maybe you could use 50. 30 is usually fine too for the SPF level. But this one helps protect your skin from the UVA, UVB rays, the things that essentially make your skin sag over time, can make your skin dry and aged and things of that nature. It helps with that. It brightens and tightens skin. So it does a lot of things like a moisturizer would do with the extra, you know, SPF. But essentially I'll either, from now on, I'll use these two with this as like my finishing. I'll use this as like a moisturizer. This is my treatment. Or I'll use these two. And like I said, from what I'm seeing, it seems like they kind of do the same thing, like the two combinations, but I'll see how I like this. Like if this is too strong, then I'll switch to this. But yeah, for the most part, that is my skincare regimen. I feel very plump. Like I said, I feel like I can breathe through my pores. Let me see. I don't look perfect, you know, because I'm still really tired, but my skin looks, you know, really glossy, but it's not like oily glossy. It's very plump. Like I said, I had a whole bunch of like discoloration going on up here from birth that it's kind of like blurring out. Looks really good. Looks really good. And I'm having like a little bit of PMS breakout too. But it's okay, because it usually clears up. But my skin feels great, and I feel very clean. But that's all. So as you can see, I'm in the middle of editing, and I have a few videos that did not make it into the video. So I have to, you know, include these honorable mentions.
I'm gay for gay girls. I'm just saying. I miss talking to you all the time. I like licking my girlfriend's elbows. I'm Batman. I had sex with my sister's husband at their rehearsal dinner.